Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we are back to continue our playthrough of Tyranny. So just before we begin, I noticed something funny when I was starting up the game today that I wanted to bring up. And that is, after the last episode we actually got an achievement called Lawyered. Exploit a legal loophole to keep Amelia's baby alive. So I just found the name of the achievement fun, so I wanted to share that with you guys. We shall now return to our regular broadcasting, let's say. And let me see, where was I? I think I was in Graven Ash's base, yeah. I received a missive from the Voices of Nerat. The fire inside. Okay, this sounds like a promising start to this. Fuel for the flame. Talk to Verse about the missive regarding her sisters. Dearest Fatebinder, champion of Tunon's Gavel, slayer of Quirman. We hope you recognize that we bear you no ill will. I doubt it. Who understands treachery if not the Archon of Secrets? We've always held the very highest esteem for the work of other specialists in the arts duplicitous. Make no mistake, dear Fatebinder, after a little performance at Vendrian's Well and with such a flair for theatrical illumination, you have ascended in our estimate. We trust you will understand that when we peel the flesh from your bones and squeeze the bile from your quivering innards, it's strictly out of artistic integrity and the courtesy owed a fellow professional. Nothing personal at all. But enough about our friendly rivalry. Do you enjoy the company of our little spy? Her dance never fails to inspire us, it's inspired in us the most pleasant quivers. We have a gift for her, delivered through you due to the girl's questionable faculty with letters. We have learned from one of our birds that a mercenary in Haven has been absolutely gloating about slaying her sisters. His boasts even secured him work defending some crossing merchant. Show her the sigils on the reverse, she'll know what they mean. The Voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets, and Master of Cacophony. The opposite page contains several rough ink scratched symbols that look like nothing more than child's pictographs of their favorite animals. He might just be trying to like inject poison into my relationship with Verse. Respond rudely. What is the response? Dear Archon of Secrets, with all due respect, shove off. Fatebinder Cordant. I love it, man. I love it. I think it's fitting. Regardless, let's see. Do I have the actual... Why can't I open my inventory? Wait, why can't I... Oh. Okay, my keyboard was not working. Think it's because I alt-tab to OBS to read the achievement. Do I actually have the missive? No.
Couldn't help but notice the bird from Cacophony.
Okay. Verse merces you approach, scrutinizing you with her mismatched gaze. How do you know where the bird came from? Glare silently. I received a missive from the Archon of Secrets. The Archon of Secrets toying with us, with you in particular. I'll go with this one.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. But seriously, you're not the Voice's favorite person in the tiers. This missive must be good.
Okay, so we can offer her the missive and say want to read it. She might be upset in case she can't read. I don't know if she can or she can't. He thinks he's found one of your sister's killers. Want to put a blade to the skull of one of the people who killed your sister Furies because one's apparently a loudmouth braggart. Want to read it?
Maybe summarize it for me?
Yeah, okay, so she cannot read. You can't read?
It's never struck me as being the most useful fucking skill. Want to make something of it?
No, chill, lady. You don't have to be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. And don't try and tell me how I feel.
Oh, God.
I assure you, Binder, Verse possesses no faculty for shame.
Shut it, Bronze Boy. I'm sure you know as many letters as you've known women.
Hey, bitch. Chill. The massive soldier crosses his arms and says nothing. She's awful. she's just awful. He thinks he's found one of your sister's killers.
Wait, what? He found one of the shits who killed my Furies? Let's pack up and go.
There's something else, these strange symbols on the back.
There's a lot to love about spycraft. The trickery, the blade work, keeping your senses awake, balancing on the edge between confusion and discovery. Memorizing the Archon's childish pictographs is not my favorite part.
She examines the parchment, frowning.
Malfora. She's one of Harshion's people. Bit boring, but gossipy in the way that pays. We should be able to find her along the road to Lethian's Crossing.
Dude, this is such a trap, isn't it? It's gotta be a trap. That seems like a lot of glyphs to provide so little information.
The voices gave us the passphrases that will get Malfora to open up to us. When we find her, let me do the talking and everything should run smooth as sea glass.
Uh-huh.
This will feel good, Binder. Wildly, incredibly, stupidly good.
The Archon's sudden interest in your revenge doesn't seem suspicious to you.
Are you asking me if I trust the Voices of Nerat? Archon of Secrets, Spy Master, Arcane Pillar of Green Smoke and Flame, Immortal Magician, Eater of Minds, and Connoisseur of Perversions? Of course not. But if it's some convoluted trap, I'll have your back and you'll have mine, right?
Well, I mean, true, but...
Lead the way.
Sure, let's go. This seems like Versus quest. Travel to the Merchant Crossroads and meet with Versus Contact. Well, we're gonna quick save because I feel like something's gonna go very, very wrong. Okay, so the effigy is for the Burning Library. Let's first go to the Merchant Crossroads. Now, to reach here, we're gonna have to go through our spires. So I actually want to check something here. Because... I was gonna say, because we got some money in the previous episode, I might want to upgrade some more of our armors. Your progress is arrested by the appearance of a gang in crimson and leather who round the corner ahead of you. Oh shit, Verse mutters. The ass gang. She shrugs at your questioning glance. I ran with them for a bit. They note you and approach, weapons at ease. The foremost gang member raises a hand in greeting. Hi. You raise your own hand in response, greeting the approaching gang. The leader's head is half-shaven and a pale sickle of a scar curves down her cheek to the corner of her thin lips. Fatebinder, she says, bowing her head slightly. Verse. Her tone is cold, her eyes narrowed at your Scarlet Fury compatriot. We don't much care about the slippery loyalty of law dogs. Mutts can't help but nip at their betters. Chuckles from the other members of her gang. But Verse, she betrayed the chorus, and that demands a scalp. No. Sorry, Verse answers, I'm flat out of spare scalps. Clever ass. The one you're using will do nicely, another member of the gang says. Verse looks to you. They want a fight and I'm happy to oblige. Your call, Binder. We can intimidate them, we can fight them with Verse, or we can let Verse fight them. I don't want to have a lot of combat. Needless combat, I'm just going to try and intimidate them. You step between the gang and Verse, your hand going to your weapon. You remind them of your rage and anger at Vindrin's Well, of your actions during the conquest, the widows you left crying, and the orphans left alone. Of your choices since. You ask them if they truly want to delay a Fatebinder of Tunon the Adjudicator over an insignificant matter of pride. By the time you finish, they've all backed up a pace. With the final glare at Verse, the choirmen step out of the road and let you pass. I could have handled that, you know. Chastiser for causing trouble, glare silently, let's just move on. I gained fear with Verse. Oh, we got something. Verse nods you and the two of you continue your journey. She gained fear, Scarlet Chorus gained wrath. Nothing else, okay. But we did get something, and I'm gonna check what it is. So if I go here, was it this? It was. Scarlet Skin, 30 defense against bleeding and burning attacks. I mean, it's kind of whatever. She is still more loyal than afraid. Okay. We have some items. And let me check. If I go here, Can I improve this? I can. So I will. Right? It's a good weapon. Okay. If I want to go further, I need more recruits, but I do have the money for it if I choose to do so. If I want to go for weapons, I would prefer to go for Verse, but Verse's weapons are already exquisite, or masterwork. So no point in doing that. If I want to go for more armor, I need, again, more recruits. So if I need more recruits... I have 4. Okay, so I need 6. Let's go with these 2. Can I do it now? I can, okay. So 9 goes to 10. Does cost a lot of materials, but I'll still do it, I think. Receive the missive from the Voices of Nerat. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of running low on this. So I might actually step back a bit here. So these 2 are superior. This is exquisite and this is now masterwork. What would I get out of doing this? I would get more Ooh. We actually get some very nice improvements, dude. The recovery goes down by quite a bit. We get a nice bit of extra armor as well. Okay. Let's check out this missive, and I'm gonna probably upgrade some of the Versus armor, and maybe mine as well. We have a lot of stuff. Fuel for the flame. Dear Fatebinder, you clearly remain woefully unpracticed at the fine art of setting insults to paper. We shall lock away the page you sent for a day when we require evidence of your impaired judgment and lack of impartiality. Brother Tunon should find the revelation intriguing, don't you think? With indescribable fondness, the Voices of Nerat. I don't care about you. You have intercepted a missive meant for someone else. What? From Fatebinder Kallio to Tunon? Questions of balance. No, but it says Fatebinder. Fatebinder, you have proven your cleverness in the face of an apparently impossible choice. Would I have been so wise in the same situation? I cannot say. I know only that I do not envy your mission. I must urge caution, however. Some who watch your actions may be more alarmed than amused. Will they be able to convince themselves that the Overlord crafted the Edict of Storm with this loophole in mind? Or will they see in your choice an alternative that cannot be set to parchment? Okay, so this is just incorrect. This is meant for me. I hope you soon make an effort to join us at the court in the Bastard City. I often feel that it has been too long since we last whispered of the darker corners of Tyratus. You've experienced so many of them of late. Perhaps I can provide illumination. Kallio. And again, Stilling the Storm from Fatebinder Rogulus. Dear Fatebinder Cordon, again, it's for me. Stilling the Storm. Your actions at Sentinel Stand have once again supplied the rumor mongers of the Bastard City with stories to peddle. Some seem to think that your cunning twist of legalese is intended to display some great support for the people of Stalwart. That, of course, only leads to speculation about which people of Stalwart you intend to benefit. The unbridled upstarts or the corrupt old queens. Others foolishly believe you unraveled the Overlord's edict to prove that you could, as if a sliver of cleverness could bring Kairos low. As a scholar, I prefer primary sources of gossip, so allow me to ask you plainly, why did you choose to spare the child? It was the right thing to do. When faced with the choice to save a child or consign it to death, I chose to save it. That does not seem so strange a thing to me. Either decision would have fulfilled the Overlord's will. The last ruling house of Stalwart met its end in the Blade Grave. You need read nothing more into that than that. Yep. Sounds good to me. Okay, so verse. Yeah, I like this. Let's upgrade this stuff here then. Upgrade. Do I want to go again? Oh, the recovery goes down. And recovery is very important. Sure. And if I want to go to masterwork, it's more armor and it's more deflection. It is also expensive. But still, she's kind of in the fray, so I wanted to have more defenses, if possible. So we'll do that. This is just a regular thingy. It does improve accuracy also. I had not noticed this before. Increases precision. Ooh, it's... Okay. Oh, okay. 1% for all of that? Maybe not. Do I really not have better boots than this? Maybe I don't. These are superior. These could go to exquisite. They give me a nice recovery bonus, so I'm actually gonna get this. What about you? Same thing on you. Sure. Okay. Do I get something out of upgrading, let's say, your shield? Just a little bit more dodge. So I'll say no to that.
Let's be off.
Alright, so with this, I want to go there, because we still have to go there to go to the Merchant Crossroads. We're gonna pick up some new items, I suppose, and get some more research going. Sable root, again with infirmary. Research drug recipe, sure. Okay, I will simply just rest here. It should still count as getting a rest on a spire. It does, so we are good to go. And now we shall go to the Merchant's Crossroads. I actually should have checked the merchants for new scrolls, but I forgot, I'm sorry. Roguenbauld. Stilling the Storm. Dear Fatebinder Cordum, you display curious empathy for those who name you enemy. It's a baby, dude. I sincerely hope that history remembers it as one of your crucial strengths, a critical strength rather than your most dire weakness. Remember always that the Overlord favors efficacy over empathy. Rare is the Fatebinder who delivers both. Okay, you will have to contend with my choices, my friend. Okay, this is gonna be a fight. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an ambush or some kind of thing. So of course I'm gonna buff up. And since this is gonna be fighting Chorus, I would prefer to get more armor on Barek rather than having mirror image.
I will aid you.
Okay. Let's see what I'm gonna get myself into. I'm not open for business, friend, and I'm not looking for trouble. Basile and Letian's Crossing expects me with his shipment shortly. Wouldn't want to keep her waiting. The merchant watches you warily as you approach, a heavy pack hanging from her shoulders. Soft and well fed, this one, but look at her stance. She can handle herself. Verse takes the woman in with a long appraising gaze. Excuse me? The merchant blinks. Quit the act. Give us what we need to know. What did I say? I said let me handle this. I'm sorry. You must have mistaken me for someone else, I assure you. Oh, fine. The road to Stalwart is paved in iron, Verse sighs. The farms of Azure are mostly air, she nods with relief. The Queen of Apex died friendless. A bird in the hand is worth a tortoise in a cabbage patch. Okay, I like this one. I will say nothing. Yet their papers aren't aflame. Charming. Sorry about the formalities. If word got back to the voices that I was cutting corners on security, let's just say I prefer my tongue in my mouth and my bowels in my, well, bowels, I guess. She shakes her head. You're the Fatebinder of the Mountain Spire, correct? I'm Malfora. She opens her hands to you, palms out. So what does the Voices of Nerat wants us to know? What do you have for us? We give one passphrase and you're willing to discuss things openly, so much for discretion. No, so what does he want us to know? Not one for foreplay, are you? Verse shakes her head. Right. Malfora glances between the two of you before her eyes settle on Verse. The man you're interested in calls himself Crocus. No idea whether that's his mother that's what his mother named him. Showed up in the crossing a few months back, picking fights and looking for rings. He ran afoul of the garrison and they stomped the pants gravy out of him. That quieted him down for a bit, but when he started casting around for work again, he boasted of his victory against a band of Furies during the war. Not a smart thing to brag about. Very stupid, in fact. You'd think a story like that would scare off any potential employers, but Aza's never been the brightest ring on the rope. She shakes her head. Who is Aza? A cloth dealer originally out of Azure, runs a circuit from the crossing to the brothers and down into the calmer edges of the Blade Grave. He hired Crocus and a few others last week, claiming he needed extra protection for his daughter. Why had he brought his daughter to the crossing in the first place? Overlord only knows. How do we find him? Luckily for you, I'm very good at what I do. Malfora smiles and produces a scroll from her pack. He usually goes to Stalwart by way of the Ocean Spire, but he's cutting east to make time and avoid beasts. She wraps a knuckle on a thick black line. Hunter's Respite. Or Respite. Your best bet is to wait for him here at Hunter's Respite. She points to a position just south of Avon. I wanted to go for the option to ask Verse what she thinks. What can you tell me about Hunter's Respite? A small stretch of wilderness far enough off the trade road to dissuade raiders, but near enough to avoid losing much time. The isolation recommends it, but not much else. Honestly, the Respite's starting to get too well known as a stopover. I give it a year before thieves start hitting it. She sighs. I'm supposed to wait for him and hope he shows up? If you want to catch Crocus, yes. Ace is taking the southern road out of Haven, so he'll almost certainly stop there. He's never made a great secret about it being his favorite resting stop around these parts. What's your role in all this? Just who are you exactly? Mostly I'm open ears. Came up in the bastard tier, but made for Haven when I could leave home. She twitches and then waves off a bug that buzzes past you. Started hauling goods between the crossing and Sunder, eventually expanding down to the brothers and even as far as Hardent in a good year. The conquest was bad for business. By then, though, I heard and knew a lot more than I did before. Thought I could turn a profit swapping information with the Archon. I thought right. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Hail Kairos. She straightens and quickly salutes. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. When we find this bastard, we'll open him up from balls to chin. You now know everything I know about this so-called Fury Slayer. If you have any other questions, you'll have to ask someone else. Malfora bows informally at the waist. Okay.
Let's have it.
Intercept Crocus at Hunter's Respite.
I cannot.
There was no fight here. There's gonna be one at the Hunter's Respite for sure. And I'm guessing I'm gonna fight that guy and a bunch of other people. But I do like my companions. Even if they are murdering psychopaths, so... We're gonna help her out.
Let's be off.
Moving cautiously.
Crocus, Cario. They have some very fair defenses. Well, let's do this again.
Once.
Do that, oops, do this, and do this. Now here I do think I might prefer to have mirror image on Barik. Because they probably have some kind of two-handed people.
Will do.
I will aid you.
And I am hoping that the people down here do not join a fight up here. Okay, so you three... I'm going to stealth. You leave stealth and go say hello. Okay, so what are we dealing with here? Ptolia. So a lot of named people here. Which makes me think they're probably friendly if I went a different route. Like siding with the chorus or something. A tall, thin man in bronze and leather scrutinizes your approach, hand on the hilt of his blade. That's far enough, strangers. Hoi, Crocus, we've got company. His voice comes out low and rough, a tears-accented growl. A massive man answers the lookout's cry, his approach marked by a pronounced swagger. Crocus rests a massive axe on one broad shoulder. Yeah, so a good idea to go for the mirror image there. His hair seems to have migrated largely from his scalp to his chin, and the veins at the temples stand out against his deeply tanned skin. Besides Cario here, I've got an entire squad behind me, experienced warriors all. So I'm left wondering, who the fuck are you? I am your slow, painful death, Crocus. Point to verse. I'm Fatebinder Cordon, but more important, this is verse. Now, I am not going to immediately assume that what that other bitch told me was true. So I wonder if I have some options here. You must be the merchant Asa, and this is your loud-mouthed daughter. Or I can shout menacingly, I'm here for Crocus, the rest of you have this one chance to leave with your guts still inside you. Let's point to verse. And I'm about to adjudicate your head open. Justice for my Fury sisters, she grins hungrily. Oh shit, to arms, to arms! Oh, god damn it. And the mercenary blinks rapidly as recollection sets in. Okay, well, at least it's true. But I was hoping to get some conversation going before doing this. And I'm hoping that bitch over there is not a mystic. Just says beastman, not beastwoman. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, that's the daughter. I'm pretty sure it's a daughter. Okay, we have the stupid snapshot there. Let's move up a bit and then iron tolling this guy.
Another.
Okay, this sounds good. Although my turn is gonna take a long time before I can act. Set him on fire, and then I'm gonna probably try and go and hit this guy here. And you are simply gonna go for a fireball. Just get everybody burning and frozen right now.
You got it.
I'm starting to think a little bad at me.
Yeah, mirror image is doing a lot there. He's burning. Things are going well.
Sorry.
Dude, I said iron tolling. Do iron tolling.
About that. Good work.
Okay, taunted. Awesome. So he's kind of running around. I'm not gonna care too much about him. Everybody's around me, even the ranged guy. I'm gonna start bashing this one. Okay, so fireball's going out. I probably want a line spell like this, so I'm gonna run over here. Okay, there goes that. Now, what do I actually want from you? Do I just freeze? I'll just freeze here. What? Dude, run!
Sorry, I can't.
I'm getting blocked by Lantry on this. I said... Okay. I really wish that Arrow Storm was per encounter. If Arrow Storm was per encounter, I think I would have a lot more fun in most combats. Because I do think they're starting to feel just a little bit, you know, too similar.
I will aid you.
Which, that's something I don't really appreciate too much when things get like that, but... It's a minor thing, but still. I want you here. Because you are gonna go the other way and shoot like this. stunning people. My Withering Cloud went out. Perfection. Let's bleed them and fatigue them all. After that's done, we're gonna go for this. Then we're gonna go for this. Then we can go for a giant boulder. And then we can go for a ball lightning. And you will see. Okay, stuns all around. You can go for your ball lightning right now. Then I'm gonna probably heal Barik with him, but we'll see. I'm gonna turn off slow mode. Don't think it's necessary. Verse critting is doing a lot with these waves of fire. A lot of damage from that ball lightning. I love ball lightning, I swear. They're pretty much all dead now. Yeah. Look at the amount of debuffs they have. It's amazing. Just ripping people apart left and right. Cario, will he die? Petrify him. Well, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead. Hold! Hold for the love of Kairos! He clasps his chest, blood oozing between his fingers. Hold like you held when you and your friends killed my fucking sisters, for the love of Kairos indeed! Her words escape her clenched teeth in a half-hissed breath. She slips a small knife from her boot and the flash of bronze opens the fallen man's cheek. Hold! Please wait! I'm not proud of what I did back then. I'm a changed man, I swear it by the Overlord. I don't believe it. I've got a wife now. She's asleep right over there. He points back towards the nearby tents and bedrolls. I earn an honest living by a damn axe. I protect licensed traders. You're not... I mean... Okay, let's think about this for a second. Scarlet Furies are not really the best of people, right? So if he killed them, it doesn't make him a bad person. But again, I am gonna stick by my companions anyway. You're not proud, you've been boasting about it all over Haven. That's just to get work. Don't look at me, she's the one you've got to convince. Let's start with... Yeah, I'll just defer to Verse. Don't look at me, she's the one you've got to convince. He looks to the Fury at your side. Overlord, save me. Kairos isn't here, asshole. The only partner at this dance is me. Her boot comes down hard on his ankle, eliciting an audible snap. The sound dissipates into a scream. Overlord, help me. I never wanted to hurt anyone. It was my damn job. I swore an oath to an Apex Lord because I wanted the bed and food, not because I thought Kairos would ever come to the tears. He sobs. That oath didn't just dissolve when your armies passed the gates of judgment. I had to kill conscripted tearsmen by the gang. And yes, I helped kill your friends. His head droops, a pink froth of sweat, mucus and blood dripping from the tip of his nose. Not friends, asshole. Sisters. Sisters, then. It wasn't my idea. Catorius had the location. Sick bastard wanted to cook them with his flames. Irisa, she wanted to hunt the Irisa, she wanted to hunt Furies. Wanted a head on a pike she could wave at her enemies before battle. I was just there following orders. You said Catorius cooked people? I never actually saw him eat someone, but I'm sure he did. You could see it in his eyes when he looked at you, that hunger. He was a sage, so maybe that explains it. Overlord knows what those scroll fuckers do in their libraries. Certainly not cannibalism, and copulating with scrolls has been frowned upon for centuries. We took one of you alive, you know. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Her eyes widen. After he disappeared, we realized that one of your Furies was still alive. The big bald one. Catorius took her. Never saw her after. He's silenced by Versus' fists. Liar! She punches him again and again. Where is he now? I don't know. I swear by everything and everyone I'd tell you if I knew. He probably died in the Edict of Fire. Served him right if so. If not, well, he deserves this treatment more than me. Where can we find Irisa? After that Fatebinder negotiated peace, Irisa refused to let that truce apply to her. The crazy bitch couldn't lay down her spear. Last I heard, she was down in the Blade Grave, joined up with those stalwart shitheels, killing disfavored in the Overlord's endless storm. Here. Really? Oh no, killing disfavored. He fumbles with the case at his side before offering a well-soiled parchment in his blood-slick fingers. This was from her. Torn Strand. She wanted me to come find her and take up arms again. I didn't write back. I'm changed. I love the Overlord. Praise Kairos. This is naive. Okay, this is naive. How do you want to play this verse? It's a delicious tragedy, I'll give you that. Let's write it a suitably bloody ending. She fingers the edge of her small bronze knife. I have sworn loyalty to Kairos. Go hunt Irisa. Go kill Catorius. They're your true enemies. They're the ones who deserve your justice. He tries to push himself away from verse, but his heels skid uselessly, plowing furrows in the bloody muck. Don't worry, we will. Grasping his gore-matted beard, she jerks his chin upwards and places a knife against his exposed throat. Please! A bubble of pink mucus expands and contracts in his left nostril. What do I do here? I don't know. Because, I mean, I fully believe this part of the conversation, right? He is being... he was ordered to fight during the war, so he killed people on the other side. I mean, it's gonna happen. Would I be happy with someone who killed my brothers in the war just because he was ordered to do so? No. I would probably do something bad. But I wouldn't be right, I think. Game-wise, though, what I'm thinking is, if I do this, I'm gonna gain fear with verse, which I don't want to do. So I'll just remain silent and let her choose. This one's for Seeking Sheath. She rams the blade into his eye, twisting it roughly and digging it deeper into his skull as he screams. He bucks and spasms wildly. Uncharacteristically silent, Barik watches with crossed arms. Thanks, Fatebinder. She prefers a curt nod. Okay.
Irissa's next. Let's go find her.
She turns to go, but comes to a stop instead. She lets out a quiet sigh and looks back to you.
Seeking was special, you know.
Tell me about her.
Seeking was all dynamo. Short, with hair like moss on a stone and skin the color of the night sky. Laughed at everything. Even insults.
She smiles wistfully.
She never stopped moving. If we camped, she paced the tents or palisades, always pushing us to get on.
She lets out a low chuckle.
Part of it was the gambling. People would stop taking her bets after a day or two. The first time she says she can put a javelin in an apple at 100 yards, a man puts rings down. The second time, he's willing to go double or nothing. The third, that's when he stops betting.
She sounds amazing.
Kairos' crooked cock, was she?
She echoes your laugh.
Crazy thing about Seeking? It wasn't raw talent. She practiced that shit. The spear work and the javelins, practiced every hour she wasn't sleeping or on assignment. She'd thread the sky with 3 or 4 javelins and dance towards her foe with a spear longer than she was tall. She'd knock a soldier's feet out from under him and let the javelin pin him to the ground. That's her name. Her spears found their marks as if they sought them.
I thought it might be a sex thing now. Go on.
Her name meant more than the spear play. Seeking always sought, always looked for new things, new experiences, new stories, new men, new bits of lore. In summer, she'd collect stinging insects, fill thin clay jars with them, and smash them against her foes. No fight was ever even for Seeking. You either got the drop, or you got dropped. Thanks. You know, for listening.
She shakes her head roughly as if clearing the fog from it.
Let's go. This oath-breaking scumsack won't hunt herself.
Okay, so we now have an update to kill 2 more people, I'm guessing. We have whetstone and red. Oh! Stance upgraded. Seeking sheath. It's the one I use. Awesome.
I see you there.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Do I just let her sleep? Maybe I'll just let her sleep. That's a bronze throwing dagger. That's a bronze dagger. Okay, who's using frenzy? Is it me? Right. Why do I even have this? I don't remember. Just because, I think. I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. So what happens if I go here? A young woman lies on the bedroll. Her breathing is slow and heavy. She doesn't care. Oh shit! Verse peers down on a sleeping girl whose tightly curled hair is thrown haphazardly about her caramel brown features. She drops to a knee, checking over Crocus's captive. The girl's eyes flutter open. Oh, leave her alone, dude. Staring blankly, the pupils reducing her cloudy brown irises to thin rings. Is she one of the sisters? And we just killed her husband? Father? Where's father? Nah. Her eyes close again and her muscles remain entirely limp. Ace's daughter, what do you think? Verse lays her down gently, then stands up looking to you. We'll leave her some supplies enough to get her back to the crossing. We can smother her. Let's leave her some supplies. Verse nods and the two of you set a few skins of water and some dry rations in the girl's prone form. There's fruit and grain in the cart too and cloth to carry it, assuming she has any appetite after seeing this slaughter. Let's go, Fatebinder, I'm sick of this place. She shakes her head. Now, it's not that I would do it, but I appreciate that the game gives me an option to smother a child. Jesus Christ. It's a little bit out there. Well, we could also kill the baby before, so it's not really that different. Do that and do this. And you buff with that, and then you buff with this.
Will do.
I will aid you.
Okay, let's go. I said let's go. Let's stealth you up. What they have? Blade, snapshot, blade, sentinel. Okay, we don't care about any of this.
Another
Okay, no casters. Well, I wonder, can I grab the snapshot?
battle.
Not really, right? I mean, I could if I want. Yeah, let's go. Where are you going? Go there. Good. Taunt. Verse. Fire there. These guys seem to be very easy. Fireball them.
As your command. Good work.
Awesome. Let's break the deft blade here. Let's go mark them. Ooh, we can hit them all. So I want to mark them, bleed them, fire them, ball lightning them. That should be more than enough. You do this, then that, and you are gonna go for ice. Then you stun, and then you ball lightning as well.
You got it.
I'm gonna just use fast mode for this because this is just a very easy fight. I don't know who said I'm not dead yet, but he needs to rethink his choices. Okay, that's done. We got a broken axe for it. Wow. Amazing loot. Definitely not worth it. I get we get some experience though. A ransacked cart seems to have been hastily hidden behind some foliage. It contains several crates filled with bolts of unsoiled cloth and unspoiled food. Okay, so we leave the child. We've looted everything here. Wait, did I loot this? I did, but I don't remember what was in it. It's fine. Okay, so, checking our quest. The fire inside. Locate Arissa at the torn strand. Where is that? Oh, there. Okay. Encountering the Blade Wave. A rabbit stands statued still just off of the road ahead of you. As you come to a stop, its brown ear twitches, and you suspect that it's about to bolt into the nearby underbrush. Have Verse hunt it. The party has received hide, the party has received raw meat. Verse looks at you, looks at the rabbit, and looks back at you. Really? Her hands rest on her hips. You can't think of any better use of my time. In a flash you can barely follow, she hurls a dagger from sheath to rabbit's belly, pinning it to the soil. She walks over, draws the blade from the dirt, wipes it on her tattered apparel, and walks away, leaving the twitching rabbit carcass for you. Okay, that was kind of a little bit random, but sure. Drug recipe has been researched. Okay. And I'm sure we can expect a fight. There's a nice choke point right there. Diocles. Two-handed weapon. No, I did not mean to do that. But okay. They detect you from very far away. Just because, like, that's the way the game is scripted, because I was in stealth. The air in Torn Strand hangs entirely unstirred by any breeze, as if the now broken edict of storms had exhausted the area's propensity for wind. That storm instead resides in you. A haggard group of soldiers in tarnished bronze await you. One man steps forward, pulling off his helm to reveal a grime-roughened face of deep umber, cross-hatched with pale scars. If it isn't Graven Ash's harlot, the Fate Binder, you are not starting very well, my friend. Unbroken. The soldier growls and tightens his grip on his weapon, the leather squeaks between his fingers. I am Diocles, son of Tyrannos, and it will be both honor and pleasure to remove your motherless head from your shoulders. Don't you know what I've been doing, dude? Which one of you is Arissa? What could someone like you possibly want from Arissa? He glances back at his fellow soldiers and they look among themselves as his attention returns to you. A mercenary named Crocus informs us that she was involved in killing some Scarlet Furies. I don't know the name, but back in Apex, Arissa had some less than honorable compatriots. She tried to convince me that this one Haven mercenary was no stranger to killing for rings. Turned out he was a crook with as many names as alliances. When Arissa got word that he sold some of his charges into slavery, she broke ties with him. Unfortunately for you, Iris is long dead. Since there's nothing for you here, maybe you'd like to haul your ass out of Stalwart. He points back in the direction from which you came. Shit, I knew this seemed too easy. What can you tell us about Arissa? Because I think he's lying. Absolutely nothing. She's dead, we're not. I suggest you pack your gear and go. He lowers his tone. I feel like they're lying. But I would have loved to have an option here to say something like, you're lying. I'm going to attack. They haven't been much use to us, have they, Verse? Not in the least, Binder. Shall we? She grins, readying her weapons. Let's show them why we're called the Unbroken. His soldiers let out a furious clarion and storm toward you. Okay. So most of these don't matter. The only one that matters is this guy, and these ones here to go for my backline, which might suck. Let's move in. Try and gather them around Barik here.
Look at that, a future corpse.
Move, 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 move. Okay. Let's focus you there. And you are gonna buff us up. Okay, let's move you up a bit. It might miss her, but it's fine. Let's set him on fire. And then go and bash him. Try and disable him as much as possible.
Well played.
Okay. A lot of damage, but nothing we can't handle. Buff yourself. I am gonna buff him as well with mirror image here.
I will aid you.
Okay, now you can get some really nice spells here. Some really nice spells here. Yes, let's go for this. Verse. What are you doing? Oh, mirror image is applied, right? Yes, mirror image is applied. So with that, I want to go here and mark, and then we go to town on them. So we mark. I want to get closer, actually.
Sorry.
We mark. Then we bleed and fatigue. Then we go for the mass freeze. Then we go for the fireball. Then we go for the ball lightning. And you are doing nothing for some reason. Ah, because you just buffed yourself? Okay. You are gonna go for a nice stun, hitting pretty much everybody now. I'll turn off slow mode. I don't think I need it. I'm gonna drink a potion. Good. Unfortunate because we stunned him like a second after he hit Barik, but I didn't want to risk it. I will buff up my friends. Like this. Whoops, like this. And then we can go for a ball lightning in this region, which should be very damaging.
No, sorry.
Just turn on fast mode here. We don't need the slow mode. Ball lightning going out. Let's rhyme spike them there. Just keeping an eye on my HP to make sure we're not getting killed by something. Debuff them further. Okay, he's dead. Verse, go kill over there. Stun there. Then rhyme spike there. And you can fireball again.
That was beneath.
Yeah, stab him. Okay, good. Shit. None of these people were there when my sisters died. Verse surveys the carnage wearing grimace. Check these bodies with me. Maybe there's something here that will help. River's break is now unlocked. Yeah, I figured. You search Diocles' remains, shifting his dead weight and ignoring the drip of gore to reach his belongings. Your hand comes away wet, clutching a roll of parchment and a tightly wrapped bundle. Let me just check my phone here. No, we good. What have you got there? Verse peers at a wet bundle we plucked from the corpse. How much further this is going to go, Verse? When will you have spilled enough blood? Nah. Read the note. You break the seal and unroll the missive. The parchment is lettered in a clean hand, the language surprisingly clear and crisp for a tearsman. Diocles, or whoever succeeds him. We have received weeping whispers. I came to Stalwart with little I didn't need for a fight. Only these gloves, a trophy from a skirmish long past. Should I fall at Trapper's Junction, please see to it they return to my sister, Clea, at our family's homestead at River's Break in Apex. Tell her to use them well, and that I wish I could have been there to deliver them myself. Thank you for this, Irisa. But does this mean that she is indeed dead? No, right? It just means she's sending something. Irisa wanted these gloves given to her sister, Clea of River's Break. Did you say gloves? She swipes the leather package and tears it open, revealing a pair of gloves of supple leather edged with a series of sharpened bronze blades. It's from her sister, isn't she? Fuck, I've missed these. You know these gloves? They belong to one of my Furies. Verse replaces the wrappings with care. So Irisa had a sister. A sister for a sister, then. There's a certain poetry in it, right? We're starting to go a little bit too far. But again, I will stick by my companions even if they are murdering psychopaths. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? We need to find this Clea. She must know something about who Irisa ran with during the war, right? And who knows, maybe she'll turn out to be someone in need of a good stabbing to the face. Verse smiles, her eyes glinting. If we go to River's Break, we're not going in with weapons drawn, understood? It has been a while since we gave someone a good face stabbing. Keep it in your pants, Verse. You know you can't avenge yourself on a dead person, right? Killing your sister won't hurt Irisa. I'll go for this. Yeah, I know. Kinda sucks, right? She frowns. Don't worry. I won't stab anyone who doesn't deserve it. Come on, screw this place. She gestures toward the road. As you turn, a gauntleted hand rests on your shoulder. A moment, Binder. What is it, Boric? I have known Verse for a few years now. She's always been excitable. This is different. She seems rabid, heedless of danger, like the worst of the chorus instead of the best. She shifts with the sound of blades grinding together. Or he, sorry. I noticed that. What I'm asking is that you keep an eye on her, for her well-being rather than just yours. The massive man rolls his shoulders with a shrug. Though if Verse were my soldier, I'd want her as collected as possible. That may never be an option. Thanks, Barek. I'll do what I can for her. Thanks for hearing me out, Fatebinder. Barek nods, patting her shoulder.
Let's be off.
Okay. So, we want to find Clea at River's Bank. Break, not Bank. River's Break.
Stepping lightly.
Cheese. Food. Money.
No can do.
Money and stuffs. Okay. So, those gloves I picked up. Are they usable? They seem to be usable. And these are called the Weeping Whispers. They are superior. They have 6% deflection. They have more recovery. They have less precision. So overall worth. It's an artifact. Edge defense when crit. Foe target starts bleeding. That's horrible. Because it's when she is crit, not when she crits. I think. Artifact ability, the quick and the dead. A blast of baleful energy, thick with Verse's hatred for those who killed their sisters, erupts from the wearer, scalding those nearby and sapping their strength, even at it, it's probably as it, even as it hastens the movements of the one who bears these gloves. This effect scales with Weeping Whisper's renown. I mean, I think even just for lore reasons, I'm gonna have her use this. I can also upgrade it at the Spire.
Shiny. I like it.
I'll keep this here for now. Let me see. It deals raw. It's also per rest, which sucks. It's raw damage, which is good. Less recovery time for 15 seconds, and everybody's fatigued, or the foes are fatigued for 10 seconds. It's a little bit whatever, honestly. The raw damage is good, though. I am not using the Piglet Mask, right? This is the Piglet Mask. I'm gonna keep her there. Irisa is already dead. Okay, so apparently the game really confirms to me that she is dead. And Verse wants to visit vengeance upon Irisa's sister Clea instead. Their family's farmstead is located at the River's Break in Vindrian's Well. And I imagine we can either encourage Verse to start going more wild and uncontrolled, or we can go with Barek's suggestion and try and keep her more together, which I think I would prefer. I love her will defense. It's just so strong. Our stats compared to the enemies on the higher difficulties are just stupid. Thank God for buffs. Okay, my friends, we're gonna end this episode here. I think a lot of cool things happened and a lot of new developments, and I am liking Versus Quest, even if it is quite murderous. But yeah, this will be the end for now. In the next one, we're gonna hunt for this Clea and then see how things go from there. And then obviously either go for the second guy or make our way into the Burning Library, which the game hinted he might be inside, so 2 for 1. In any case, I want to thank you all for being here with me on the channel, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe everyone.